Alrighty then. Hopefully my sound is okay. Somebody give me a sound check, please. We'll get right on into our business of the day. Yeah, I heard him say that too. Lynn. Sound check, check. 1, 2. Okay, thank you, Joe. All right, so first order of business. John, you didn't say anything about my hit. Didn't trigger anything with you? Guesses, John? They never heard him coming. Just stumped, huh? Oh. No guesses. Okay. All right. So your diorama, John. What have I always said about your diorama? This popped up on my feed, my Facebook feed the other day. And I'm going, oh, I got to save this. I think John knows what this is. It's the same bridge, style of bridge that's in his diorama. Every time he makes mention of his diorama, I always say it's the Pegasus Bridge from Operation Pegasus on D-Day. Now you get, if you look in the background, just above that truck, right on the other side of the river, you'll see 2 gliders. That's how close they landed to that bridge. British Commandos. Even though that truck has an American star on it, and the Pegasus Bridge was in the English area of operations. So anyway, Pegasus Bridge. So now when I make those comments on your diorama streams, John, everybody will know, or at least those that watch this will know what the hell I'm talking about. I know you did. I had that same bridge, same model as what you're working with as a kid. And I used it playing Army with my little HO Army men and tanks and stuff. So anyway, hey, Lynn, hey, Lee. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so let's get rid of that. So I mentioned I made and planted 100 trees today. And they're all in this section. You may recall, well, hell, I know what I can do. I'll get a picture of maybe okay, this is what the picture looked like day before yesterday. And yesterday I spent doing static grass. Got it looking like this. Now, that's just the lighting. Trust me when I say the static grass is not that bright green. It's actually a very dull green. Matter of fact, I'll show you I've used a blend, but it's as a base color. I use static grass block, light green, but it really dull. But then I mix some harvest green in there, and then some little bit of regular green that's only 2 millimeter as a base. So I got it looking like that. And then today I made the trees. Got it look like that. And then embedded in that forest up on the bluff behind that interlocking tower, I have hang tight. Hang tight. I have oops, floating trailer. There you go. That is my mini prints. Hey, Heath. That's my mini print contest entry to be, even though I'm not a contest guy. And then what I'm going to do, there's light in it too. Let's find one where it's lit up, shall we? There we go. Looking through the forest. And on the bed, in the back of the trailer is a lady in her bra and panties, and a guy there standing next to the bed. And there's a naked lady in the bathtub, and there's a lady in hot pants at the sink. Another lady sprawled out on the couch with a guy standing in front of her. So, but you can't see any of that. I am a judge of koi. I do and inner koi. I'm not a model contest guy. I'm not. I don't consider myself a refined modeler. Hey, thanks, John. So, hey, Mr. John Linton. It is a bordello. I actually want to put. I want to see if Bernard will do a mini print of a still. All right, and put a still up there. Because, I mean, this trailer's embedded. I couldn't get good pictures of it because there's no good angle. It's embedded in all these trees. I probably should have waited to plant some of them. So anyway, that's my what I've been working on. I'm also starting to do some landscaping and detailing on Aurora for my final build Aurora video, which will be next week. The trailer one will be in a tip of the day called piddling. I create a Midwestern Monet. Yeah, I know it is. I tried to take a picture with the flash on my camera. That didn't work either. And there's one picture. Let me see. Before I put it in the scene, that you can see a little bit of. Picture of it. Still on my desk, and I didn't bring it out of bring it out of the camera. So, oh well. It looks kind of funny. Yeah, I haven't weathered it. I was gonna put some rust it up a little bit, but I haven't. I should have put in, instead of a bigger resistor, John, I should have put in a smaller bulb. Oh well. It is what it is. Like I say, I'm not in it to win it. Once I get it embedded further, put the bushes and everything in that scene, it'll still be too bright to see what's inside, but I wanted it bright enough that it lit outside. That's true, Heath. Good point. Hey, hi, welcome. Glad you can make it. So anyway, that is what it is. Oh, you can see Mr. Linton. You can see that tree down there that I told you I was going to put in. It's out of focus because the picture's focused, the camera's focused on the people on the platform, but that's okay. Hey, Rick, how you doing? Yeah, I talk about trees and look who shows up. Absolutely, hi. Rick, I was just telling everybody I made and planted about 50 of your relatives today. You know, I have been looking for super tree armatures for 6 months at least, and nobody's got them. Hey, Mystic, how are you doing, sir? Mr. Voodoo. Hey, Ray. So how late you going to be Sunday, Ray? Everybody's been commenting. Inquiring minds want to know. No, I don't. No, I didn't do a how to make trees video. I've already done that way back when. So I was just in a hurry to get them made. I actually use weeds. There's a weed down here. got some that I go out and I pick. I harvest these things, and then I bake them at 200 degrees for an hour. All right, and actually you prune this thing up and get 3 or 4 trees out of it. And then I just spray it with 3M. And I tried the 3M 90. I did not like it. 3M 77 worked a whole lot better. But I went through that whole can, so I got my can of 90 out. It didn't do as good. Anyway. And then I just flock them. All right. With different color flocks. I just spray down that armature. All right, just take this stuff and start dropping, turning the thing all around all angles and flocking them. Then I will go back and put hairspray on them to help hold them. Okay, Ray. Yeah, I will. I was hoping he'd show up today. All right. Well, let's get down to business. What do I got here for today? If you watched my bi-level commuter car tip of the day earlier this week, where I stripped them down, re-decaled them, put light kits in, and put people in. I got a whole bunch of people in. I got like 120, and I had 50 or 60. And I still was short. I still have one car without any people in it. So I ordered 120 more people, sitting people. Hello, Randall. But anyway, I also had, in addition to the 120 sitting people that I've had and already opened up and used, I got 100 standing around people. They're supposed to be passengers, but they look more like people just hanging around in town type, walking down the sidewalk type people. All right, so I did get that. And in that same package was the people, the sitting people that are gone. I can throw that one away. Oh, and I also I used up all my street lights, modern day street lights on Aurora, so I ordered up another pack of 10 street lights too. So got those. That's the first one. Eve Model USA off of eBay. They're the cheap Chinese people. All right, instead of, you pay $15 to $20 for 6 or 7 people of the good one, the Presslers or Knock or whatever the German ones are. The Chinese ones, they're not near the detail, not near as good painted, but hell, you can't hardly see in these bi-level cars anyway, and you got to cut off the legs to make them fit. So I just went with the cheap Chinese people. Hell, it's hard enough to get the AHO ones to stand up, Heath. I don't know how the hell you do the ends. I typically use tacky glue for my people. People. What movie was that line out of? People. And who said it? Better yet, the actor's name that said it. On more than one occasion in that movie. I'm just full of quizzical information today. No, wasn't Soylent Green. That line was, "It's made from people." Did I paint the interior? Okay, Mr. Linton. The windows are green. Okay. The people are sitting on the seats, which are beige, by the way. The railing on the second floor of those is already silver. There's nothing to paint that's going to make a difference. It's not like a dining car where where tables are empty or things like that. And it doesn't have clear windows, so you're not going to be able to tell what color it is. So in answer to your question, no, I did not paint the interior. I could have told you yes, and you wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. But Mystic, Soylent Green, all right, it's made from people, or it's people. But but you would know. I know now. I can't see it, so I don't care. These are commuter trains. They're not the luxury dining experience that you take cross country. But leave it to Mystic to come up with something like Soylent Green, Mr. Voodoo. Okay. Give up on what movie and who said people, people, people. It's not my railroad. You're a damn tootin'. It's not your railroad. I got enough projects going on to not worry about painting seats. I did toy with the idea, John. When I had them opened up, I started looking. I said, well, I'm not going to be able to see any of this anyway. So the answer was no. So the answer to the question of the movie and what the actor's name that said it, of people, 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 it was Chill Wills in McClintock. Lunchtime. Go eat lunch, Ray. Have something to eat for me, too. Hey, John, were you, Linton, did you miss the photos of the bluff scene you helped me make? Here's the live shot. See the other shot. See the other shot from the reverse angle. Right over there. Yeah, eat some Soylent Green, right? Thank you, sir. For the other viewers, John helped me, taught me how I was over at John's house before he abruptly moved on me, and he had this real neat rock cliff, and it was just carved foam. So he was over here one day, and I had him show me how he did it. So we made this. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Thank you, honey. Is this extra? Oh, great. And?
I have a 2 o'clock.
Okay. Hang on one second, everybody. And where at, hon? Okay. I'll go with you because I'll be done here at 1:30. Okay, I'm back. Well, thanks, Mystic. Appreciate that. I forgot where I was at. Anyway, my wife was out and about, and I had her pick me up some hairspray, so now I can go in and spray those trees down. Some of the flocking has already fallen off, which is fine. I needed that underneath the trees anyway. And I've got to go in with some scatter and make a path. Now, if you're here, if Mr. Linton was here, he would ask, how did that trailer get up on that bluff? Because there's no road going up there. Well, my answer to that would be that this cut here that the railroad came and put in took out the road. All right, so the trailer's been sitting up there the whole time, and people have to walk up to it. And it's supposed to be secluded for the still. You thought it was a bottle of beer? I wish it was a bottle of beer. No, I'm not putting a bridge into it. I want to put a still up there. I don't want to. I don't need an expressway to the still. Trees. Why not? The bridge to the Bordello Bridge. Okay. Still be a Bordello Bridge. Now, I'm gonna make a path up there to it. A little ladder at the edge of the cliff. There's no vehicles up there. Pickup that's up there is up on blocks. Yeah, I agree, Joe. I'm gonna put. That's why I. Hang on. I do have my scatter that I have to put down for the pathway. All right, and it'll come down over there. Then the other thing that you can't see now is my Midwestern Monet. Let me take a picture. Hang on. Hang on. Nope, that won't get it either. Everybody knows who. Hey, Steve. Everybody know who the artist Monet was? Father of Impressionist artwork. Yes, there you go, John. Got it. Yeah, he was actually it's hard to call it inventor, but he was the person that started Impressionists. Okay, and he does a lot of his paintings are of lily ponds. Okay, so when I say Midwestern Monet, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Do. cornfield back there. That's another tip of the day coming out next week. Anyway, I started piddling one day earlier in the week, and there was blue and there was a kind of a brightish green back there, and I had 4 other colors of green apple barrel paints. So I just started started with the dark and worked out to the lighter greens, just kind of little. I don't want to call it stippling, but it's kind of, just instead of dotting, I use an elongated brush and just put little streaks of different colors. Hey, Dwight. Yeah, so I put streaks of different colors, and then went over it with the airbrush, an olive drab, just to tone it all down a little bit. And then I had, for some of you may recall, my farm scene, where I had some Bruford or whatever it is shops, cornfield in a box, and I used about a third of that box on it, which is actually right in front of me when I'm sitting here at the desk. And so then I took what I had left over and lined, and if you look close enough, you can see where I've added the 3-dimensional corn coming out into the layout. Thank you, John. Schuylkill River, John number 2. Very Monet-ish. It was really Monet-ish before I put the 3-dimensional corn and the airbrush over the top of it. So. But I only had that 7 feet, and I didn't want to buy another 10-foot long photo backdrop. And besides that, most of it is on the drop down anyway. Bye, hi. As you can see, over the last week, I've been a tad busy. Just a tad. I've been doing some static grass and some ground clutter and stuff over in Aurora too. So. Huh. All right. Well, we can do another mail call. Let's see, what do we got in here? Oh, that's from the people. Uh-oh. Got something in here. Oh, that was more people. Ah, I know what this was. I don't know if I showed this last week or not. Yeah, I know we did. I showed this last week, right? We got in a discussion about electro frogs. Yeah, I already showed this. All right. So I can put this somewhere else. So my final item, I have tried to find a decent camera to do. I know what this was. Oh, shoot. Okay? I have tried to find a decent camera to do cab ride videos. And, you know, I've gone through so many different ones. You know, I had this, the mini spy cam one, dating back way before I got started rebuilding the retirement railroad. Okay? I've had it for like 5 years. And it finally shot craps. And they are so hard to use because you got to figure out what code the lights blink at to figure out if it's going or what resolution it's at, etc. You know, and I bought a second one, and it wasn't any freaking better. Then I bought one of these round. I bought 2 round ones, and I ended up giving them away. I think Rick won one, and I think Jason got the other. I'm not sure. And they were, I couldn't figure out how to get them to format something that my computer would actually be able to show. The app on the phone you could show, you know, you could play back the video, but I couldn't get it to play back on any app that I had. The file format was one that no other program I could find would recognize. Okay. So I've been looking, and I went and got my GoPro thing, but it's too big. All right, it won't fit through on a flat car. It doesn't want to fit through things. You're up to 30 of what now, John? Waiting for a mail call for a 282 UP. Keep waiting. Hello, Jared Wartenberger. Welcome. Anyway, where was I? Oh, so I got my GoPro. I really like it. It does a great job. It just it's too wide. If you sit it down, it's too wide to pass by other trains. And if you stand it up, it's too tall to fit through some of my teleportals, which are all above recommended NMRA recommended standards. So I use it just as one of my cameras around the layout. So I've continued to look, and I really want to try one of those ribbon cameras. You know, it's got a flexible ribbon to the camera, and then it's got something else going on. But anyway, I've got, some of you may recall, I've got a dummy locomotive, you know, an F7. And what I would like to do is put one of the ribbon camera in the nose of one of these. And then take the powered truck out, have a powered truck on the back and a dummy truck on the front. Okay. And in that fashion, it's still powered. It wouldn't have to pull anything. You put it in a consist, but it'd be cool going around the layout. So eventually, one of these days, I'll get one of those. But long story short, I found this other one. Okay. And here it is here. Okay. But the camera, right now, it's where you could lay it on a flat car and it shoots straight forward. Okay. Or it articulates. All right. And can shoot at any, now it's at a 90 degree. Okay. Which is pretty cool. I want it where it is flat, shooting in a flat, like that. Okay. And it takes a 32 gig micro SD card, which is Goes right on the side here. And it's magnetized. So when you put it on a flat car, you know, a flat car has that weight underneath the decking. And I mean, it clamps right down to it. So you don't have to worry about it falling off. Okay. So what kind of picture does it take, you ask? Well, I'm glad you did ask. All right, we will show you the video. Already moved it. Okay. Hang tight. I gotta find it. Find it. Oh, right there. Duh. Found it. I'll have to probably edit this down. Poof, I lost it. There we go. So, oh well. Anyway, I have a hard time playing back video files because I have so many cameras open on my camera management software. But it takes great video. Oh, Derek, welcome. The video is an AVI file on this camera, which is pretty universal. Well, Jared, I am not there any longer. I'm from suburban Chicago, born in the Quad Cities with ties to northeast Missouri, LaGrange area. Matter of fact, my great whatever grandfather founded the area. You know, I don't know, Mystic. Hang on, I'll measure it for you, and you tell me, because I'm not sure. When you ask if it's small enough for N, I'm not sure what size would be small enough for N, because I don't have anything N scale. I'll get to that, John. It is a little less than 4 inches long, Mystic. There's too many Johns to call you John. By 1 inch wide. And it is half an inch tall. And I'll give you the link for it. How's that? here is the link on eBay. Didn't have a brand name. Yeah, I mean it's nice and thin and small, and I would think you put it on a flat car on N scale. I like the fact that it's magnetized. Don't have to use any blue tack or anything to double-sided tape or anything like that. So far of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th camera that I've tried for cab rides, and so far it is by far the best and easiest. It is not wireless, so you can't do live shots like you can off of a GoPro. Yeah, they're cheap. I mean, it's 1080p and camera. There'll be a tip of the day on it. Well, it won't be a tip of the day. Right now I'm videoing and editing my 2-year anniversary video, and there'll be cab ride on that video with you using that camera. So, and the other nice thing is it's got some weight to it. So when you put it on a flat car, it weights the flat car really well. Yeah, if I had a G size layout, I could put my 35 millimeter SLR on it. I mean, what the hell? Y'all are funny. Oh, now I see what you're saying, Steve. You're not talking to me. You're talking to Mystic. Yeah, Mystic. If you had HO, you wouldn't have to worry about camera size as much. Although, I still want to try a ribbon camera and in the nose of a F unit or E unit for that matter. Yeah, but an iPhone's so big, Lynn. If you're obviously not going through a tunnel portal or a under a bridge or on a double track main line, because they just don't work for that. We already are enlightened. That's why we don't do N scale. I can barely put an HO car back on the track. Well, if I can't get that GoPro I had to get a depressed center flat car for the GoPro to work on. All right, and even then I couldn't put it on in to get a forward view. I could only look out the side, like a passenger view. Yeah, I saw something on that this week, as a matter of fact. I didn't know it was new. I just saw that they had some N scale. Was it cars or was it locomotives? Or both, maybe. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Okay. I bought Fox Valley. Cool. Well, the owner of Scale Trains is from Illinois, so it makes sense. I think he used to work for Athearn Horizon at one point because he's from that general vicinity. And that's a hell of if you like to travel, he's got that down to a science with his new rig. Total write-off traveling around the country. Of course, he can't go as far. No, can't afford the gas. Okay. Was that last weekend or is that this weekend? The N Scale convention in Nashville. I keep asking, when they have their live streams, if they give away free samples on their tours. They're right there outside of Chattanooga. I drive through there all the time. Okay, it's this weekend. Okay. Randall, I don't know that I'd know what a C30-7 would even look like. If it was made after 1980, I know I wouldn't know what it looked like. Hey, younger Steve, did you look at the tip of the day? I think it was yesterday's on the bi-level cars. Problem is, I don't want a modern engine. I've already got a Dash 9 that doesn't fit my era. Didn't Scale Trains buy MTH's HO line as well? It's one light kit, Steve, per car, and then it's got the glass, the light glass that spreads it down. And since the second floor is on those and the prototype are open, the light permeates down just like on the prototype cars because there's no light on the first floor of those cars. It's all on the ceiling of the second story. Okay, well I got to use 30C, so. Well, at least now they don't have the Amtrak stripe anymore, Steve. And as I said at the end of the video, you're the only one that picked up on that. I wonder where Jason is today. Huh. Well, new to them products. But didn't they, as part of what they got from MTH, didn't they get steam locomotives? Not sure. I just. Huh. Huh. All right, Lynn. I'm gonna. Uh, all right. I'm gonna bring it up now, Lynn. Maybe. Okay. So there we have your phone. But the picture is showing that it's looking down the track. What do? Have a mirror or something, Lynn? Because that's not the same angle. The picture being shown is not the same angle as the camera would be taking in that position. Okay. That answers that question. Yeah, I mean, I could take my GoPro and look off down the side. That's not a problem. Well, there's not much clearance on that camera there either, is there? Yes, mirror on the other side. All right, cool. Hey, Edward, how you doing today? Mr. Katie at Happy Valley Hobbies. I'll be right right back. Hang on. Ooh, ah. There's my system. Magnetized. Clears everything. Don't even have to use a center depressed. All right, I'm back. I've been up since, let's see, it's noonish here. What? 12:30 here. I've been up since 4. So it's almost nap time. Hey Scott, how you doing? Let's see, I got one more mail call. So the other day I was, now what? Well, Len, I can't play videos on and have them work right. So yeah, that's mine's not a GoPro, it's a knockoff as well. And that I put on a center depressed, but it's looking out the side. And while I can take those videos, edit them down, and upload them to YouTube, and they play fine. Right now, because I'm running multiple cameras, 8 to be exact. If I try to play a video, that's above and beyond the resources that my computer can handle. Okay, while I have this camera software on. So anyway. Oh, okay. Anyway, the other day I had my coal train out, and it's pulled by a pair of GP35s. And I noticed that one of them would cut out on frogs and stuff. And I'm going, that shouldn't happen. And the other one was clunking along. And I said, well, and these things are 40 years old. So I popped the first one open and found, yep, there was a one of the leads from the front, from one of the trucks, had come up, broken off, coming on solder. So I soldered it back up, and it runs like a champ. The other one was clunking along still, so I took it apart, and yes, it had broken gears. Well, I try to keep gears, axle gears, in stock here, and I had 2. Well, that only handled one of the trucks. Okay, so I had to order some more axle gears from Horizon Hobbies. Oh, I ordered these from Power Hobby, but they're Athlon. Anyway, so I ordered 2 packs, and there's 6 per pack. And I've used 4 of the 4 of the 6 of the other pack already. So now I've got 8 extras. Because there's nothing worse than wanting to run a train and all of a sudden you have an issue with it. So anyway, that's the last of my mail calls. So what else is everybody else? What else is going on with everybody? I know Jason was he's trying to get his schedule changed to 410s and have Fridays off. And I told him if he does that, what we can do is we can split up Friday Live. He can do one Friday, I'll do the next, and be each other's co-hosts. So whether or not he can get that to happen, I don't know. Yeah, so Mr. Linton moved to Tennessee to be a company's scapegoat, and now he's looking for another job. So if anybody's looking for a PE, professional engineer, accredited PE, who's a civil engineer by education and trade, and a model railroader, he's your man. Lynn, you got any train shows coming up? So Joe, your diner interior, are you scratch building it, or what are you doing? How are you doing that? I mean, there's people that sell Athearn passenger car interiors, and I'm thinking about getting some of those. Because other than my buy levels, all the rest of my passenger cars, for the most part, are Athearns. Not until September, okay. Boeing needs tons of people. Yeah, but I don't think he wants to move to Seattle. Or doesn't Boeing have a big plant now? Well, I think they got one in Wichita, Kansas. I think they got something in Dallas-Fort Worth area too now. It's a kit, okay. Oh yes, and he's an arborist too. John Linton, that is. They don't have the interior for a dining car for Athearns? Huh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I saw you part one, Lee. Yeah, the whole reason he took the job up in Tennessee and moved away from the Tampa Bay area was so he could be closer to his granddaughter, John Linton, that is. So, and where he moved to is near where I have a lot of other friends. So I told him if he gets his train shed, that I'd come up and help him and run trains and all that kind of stuff. But now that's all on hold until he finds another job. Oh, it's for a diner on the street. Okay. I'm thinking a dining car, Joe. Oh well. I can't see my ladies of the night inside the trailer. I don't know how. Too many trees in the way. Oh, not your fault, Joe. Well. I didn't know Philadelphia had a space center. Yeah, the St. Louis plant, isn't that the McDonnell Douglas plant right there, ops on, right there at Lambert Field? Is it Lambert Field in St. Louis? Right at the airport, across the runway. I did not know Boeing had one in San Antonio. Okay, Edward. Cool. Oh, okay. Don't they have something in Wichita? I thought they put something. Maybe it's just an office building or something in Dallas too. Dallas area, DFW. I could be wrong though, Steve. My uncle worked for Boeing way back in the day, starting after World War II. He retired in the 80s, I guess. So he was a structures designer or something like that. Guys, I think I'm going to cut it short today. My wife's got a doctor's appointment coming up. For you, John, are you getting into my routine? Just for the record, my nap time isn't until 2:30. Okay, they did away with the one in Kansas. All right. All right, folks. Gosh, I only went an hour and 13 minutes today. Got a lot to do. I got a lot of editing to do. So anyway, hey everybody. I want to thank you for joining me here at the Retirement Railroad. You will, John. Trust me, you will. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. And sorry I'm cutting it short, but I didn't have a whole lot of mail calls and got to get ready for my wife's doctor's appointment. So with that, see ya. Bye, everybody. I will, John. Bye.